I want to find an equation with real coefficients, so that means once I multiply it out, there should be no i's. This is a quartic function, degree 4, and it has zeros at -2, 2, and I. Now, knowing that this is a quartic, that means it's degree 4, it should have 4 zeros. They only gave me 3, okay? But luckily, I know that zeros that have an imaginary part come in pairs. So you never have just one complex 0. So my zeros, I should have 4 of them. We have -2, 2, I, and then the conjugate of I, think of I as 0 plus I. Its conjugate would be 0 minus I. So its conjugate is -I. And when I write a polynomial in factored form, it's going to have some leading coefficient that I don't know, and then it's going to have 4 linear factors. Each one is x minus a 0, x minus one of the zeros. So x minus -2, x minus 2, x minus I, and x minus -I. Just going to simplify this a little bit. So I have y equals a times x plus 2, x minus 2, x minus I, x plus I. All right, and then the only thing I don't know now is a, the leading coefficient. To figure out what it is, I use my other piece of given information, f of 3 equals -150. That means that when x is 3, y is -150. So I plug in 3's for all my x's, and I should get a -150 for y. And now the only unknown here is a, and I can solve for it. So first thing I want to do is simplify the right-hand side. So this is a times 5 times 1. And when you multiply 3 minus I times 3 plus I, you just FOIL it, and we're going to get 9. Plus 3i minus 3i, those cancel, minus I squared, which is really minus -1 or plus 1. So this is 9 plus 1, which is 10. So -150 equals 50a. So a is -3. And then my answer is going to be this equation, but replace the a with -3 because we now know that's what it is. So we have y equals -3 times x plus 2 times x minus 2 times x minus I times x plus I. So there's my answer in completely factored form. But then they also asked me to give this answer factored form, done, and then also standard polynomial form, expanded out. So I have to multiply those 4 factors together to put it in standard polynomial form. So I'm just going to FOIL. So I have y equals -3. It doesn't matter what order you do the multiplication in, because multiplication can be done in any order. I'm going to start by multiplying these first 2 factors, x plus 2 times x minus 2. When I FOIL them, I get x squared minus 4. And when I FOIL x plus I times x minus I get x squared plus 1. Okay, almost done. Now I have 2 more sets of parentheses, and I have to multiply those. So I have -3 times, and I'm going to FOIL these. X squared times x squared is x to the 4th. Outers, I have plus x squared. My inners is -4x squared. And my lasts is minus 4. Okay. Last, I'm going to combine like terms and distribute that -3. And I'm going to do it all in one step. So these are my like terms, and those make a -3x squared. So when I distribute my -3, I get -3x to the 4th. -3 times -3x squared is plus 9x squared. And -3 times -4 is plus 12. So there is my standard polynomial form, expanded out or multiplied out.